Bharat is supposed to be the Vishwaguru, the light of the world. But in all fairness, the term has been abused so much in mainstream political discourse of India that it has become meaningless. Today, Vishwaguru is a sorry excuse for lack of agency in Hindu society. As Hindus find their feet after centuries of colonization, they are forced by circumstances to face the consequences of the mass murder and cultural genocide unleashed on them through multiple waves of colonization, with the fabric of Hindu society terribly damaged. Their temples, Gurukul and Akhadas weakened, Hindus have lost almost all their civilizational institutions and consequently left with no goals to achieve as collective. Hindu society is drifting as it were rudderless and foreland, at the mercy of external forces. Thus, Vishwaguru has turned into a wishful fantasy of moral superiority of Hindus, that it is a need of validation from other peoples who ironically they see Hinduism as nothing more than primitive superstitions. Indeed, Hindu Dharma is primitive superstitions in the eyes of people of the book who have a long history of destroying indigenous cultures all over the world. They had a humiliating term for these indigenous people, pagan. Originally, pagan referred to a civilian as opposed to a soldier. After Christianity, it meant those who were not enlisted in Christianity or Christ army, another way of referring to a people who had not embraced Christianity. The word pagan became a slur, denoting rustic, backward and primitive. Wherever Christianity and Islam went, they brought with them a trail of mindless violence and fanatical intolerance. In the early few centuries of the millennium, the Christian church destroyed the classical academic institutions along with the staggering amount of pagan architecture and burned millions of books. Interestingly, the first blow to the indigenous religion of Arabia came not from Islam, which eventually dominating the region, but from Christianity. Likewise, there is ample archaeological, epigraphic and literal evidence of a large-scale destruction caused India's native culture by Islamic invaders. Temples, the center of Hindu cultural life, were demolished in tens of thousands in all over India. Hindu men were slaughtered, women and children are slaved and transported to slave market of Central Asia. As it is well known, the Islamic invention of India was followed by European imperialism with a very brief gap of Swarajya in between. Whereas the Islamic era was characterized by a large-scale physical destruction of Hindu culture, the British rule left Hindu society mentally bankrupt and deracinated. It must be said that the track record of these two monotheistic cults, Christianity and Islam, is far more horrifying outside than it is in India. Clearly, Hinduism survived while the indigenous religions in most of the places succumbed to the violence of the two monotheistic cults. While the reason for the same is multi-layered and complex, of very important factor that made Sanatana Dharma resilient was its systemized knowledge system, its towering intellectual achievements and the advanced culture that flowed from it. In stark contrast with the spread of Christianity and Islam, Dharma spread from India to different parts of the world, like China, Japan, Korea, Indonesia, etc. And rather than destroying their native culture, it elevated them and allowed them to flourish, while assimilating the local deities in the dharmic pantheon and honoring their sacred geography. On the contrary, the same nations have lost their unique culture identity under the dominance of Abrahamic religions and Western civilization. As the world approaches multiple crises, ecological, political and spiritual, it is time for India to rise again and protect the stunning diversity of the biosphere and power the caste remaining indigenous traditions around the world by bringing them under the fold of Dharma. Being a Vishwaguru simply translates India's duty of spreading Hindu Dharma all over the globe, not for its own sake but for the well-being of the planet. Dharma must rise to end the tyranny of fanatical cults that are intent on destroying languages, cultures and biodiversity on the earth. Vishwaguru is not a wishful fantasy, it's called to action. Therefore, it is said that India's shall rise. It is the Sanatana Dharma that shall be great. When it is said that India shall expand and extend herself, it is the Sanatana Dharma that shall expand and extend itself over the world. It is for the Dharma and by the Dharma India exists. To magnify the religion means to magnify the country.